I definitely, as we all are seeing, people who come and taste, and they're younger and younger, and they definitely are very savvy, and they're really excited, and they kind of want the mystique to be gone. You're talking about Food Network. They want to see how the food's made. They want to see how the wine's made. They want to be a part of the process, and they're incredibly educated, and they're confident in what they like. And I think we forget sometimes how young Napa is as a whole. And we've only been doing this, our parents' generation, for the most part, we're all mainly second generation. There are some third and fourth, but for the most part, we're still brand new. You look at, the other world-class wine growing regions, they've been doing it hundreds and hundreds of years. They've had their time to really figure out what should be there. And, my dad always talks about too, and I know this is how a lot of people feel, that in retrospect, phylloxera really gave everybody focus in the valley. Mm-hmm. Like for us alone, we had 11 varietals. And it was kind of the previous owner, just everything he liked, he put out there and just see what makes it. And we went from 11 to 3, and the last 4 years we've gone to 1, just Cabernet. And that's what grows where we are. And it's really fun to really kind of hone that. And as Andy was saying too, like he wants to make the best expression for his vineyard of that wine. And so I think we are moving away from the formulaic wines because we're learning enough about where we are. We're finally starting to have the history that we can make choices where we're really expressing what our wine could be and the potential. And we're seeing the consumers respond. They want something special and unique. They don't want to go and have this taste just like that. They want to see, well, this is because they get this breeze in the afternoon, or the elevation, or whatnot, what makes it special. And I think we're finally starting to embrace that, and it's exciting to see.
Do you think the concept of terroir this around? I found, I've been in places in the valley, the vines are 6-7 years old, people are talking about terroir, and I'm like, wow, it's 6 years. So, do you think that, in a way, you guys here are on an accelerated pace to find the terroir because you've got so many resources at your disposal, knowledge?
It's history, too. We have our parents' generation, I think, too. They really blazed a lot of trails and did a lot of experiments and kind of gave us the foundation, I think, to kind of understand it a little better.
Terroir, like you're alluding to, is fundamental understanding. So whatever gives us understanding, whether it be technology or different technologies on soil strata, or plant hydration, or clone selection histories, or parents telling us, that patch over there once had a redwood tree, so that one's going to have a different soil composition where that tree was once. All those things teach you things about your terroir. But it's understanding that it'll never end, and there's a huge human component to it.
I've got at least one more question. Everybody, you definitely listen to tunes when you're making wine, right? I wonder what everybody's listening to when they're making their juice. Who wants to go first? You can. Start over here.
Oh, that's a hard question.
Okay, start over here.
Okay, thank you.
I'm pretty eclectic. Pick the day of the week. It's going to be something different. It's going to, I do love my Hawaiian style music, with the little ukulele strumming, but, we could get into some hard edge, kind of thrashing punk rock the next day, depending on what the variety or my mood is. We could get into some, Brazilian Antonio Carlos Jobim, if I'm feeling a little more laid back. And, does it affect the quality of the wine? Probably, because it affects my mood a little bit. Depends how I'm going to be treating the wine at that moment. But, but definitely, music is a big part of it.
My band has a song with ukulele and didgeridoo on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Talk about eclectic.
Yeah.
All right, well, send me a track.
Not sure how the grapes will react to that one.
That could be one of our, cellar experiments. So give me the track. We'll play it to different varieties and see what happens.
I have to confess, I can't play it on. I have to put it in earphones because when you're underground in a cave, the acoustics are either awful or awesome, and that's also distracting. So it's whatever's in my iPod, and that's a scary mashup in itself. So I don't know. I don't think I could put any.
What's the last tune that came up on your iPod?
It's the last tune. Oh no.
Say it.
Usually mine is pretty bad Latin hip hop. I have to.
Oh wow. Nice.
Such as, because we want to look it up now.
No. Now I can't even remember.
You haven't had that much to drink yet. You can remember.
No, definitely. Yeah. that's and plus you got all the guys from Mexico in the cellars, so we all kind of decided that Latin music was going to be.
That kind of goes without saying, or ranchera music
Yeah.
throughout.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I love Latin music. I'm from Argentina as well, so but I listen to a lot of Mexican, like Mana, Juanes, and different things. But really depends on what I'm actually doing in the vineyard or in the cellar. If I'm bottling, sure, there's a nice crew, so we're blasting as much Latin music as we can. If I'm on the tractor, I tend to go to like country, like straight up.
The tractor vibe.
Country, you think my tractor's
You also have like a wheat straw in your mouth, between your
my
teeth.
hat, my straw, yeah.
My dog just died somewhere in this whole thing.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
But no, I mean sometimes there's like some surfer Jack Jones and stuff going on through the cellar. Or sometimes
It's for barrel aging, right?
we'll bring
Chill.
we'll bring a whole DJ thing, and it's just all sorts of crazy mixed stuff in the cellar, and that's
You bring a
cool for
DJ in?
parties.
Is that what I just heard?
Yeah, that's for like birthdays,
Oh.
late night.
Okay, not just like your normal harvest time. Like grapes are coming in, you got a guy in the corner, like spinning for you guys. Okay.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
But there's wine in tank fermenting, and
Oh yeah, well,
blast
that,
deep
I think,
bass.
yeah, absolutely, the
It helps
vibrations.
the yeast, I
Yeah.
think.
Obviously, I don't make wine, but I was at Yaya Winery in Santorini, and it's their winery there is on the beach. It's attached to an outdoor pool disco that has like the cages in case you want to get up and
Dance in
dance
the
in the
cage.
cages and things. So they're blasting some pretty strange like Euro disco hip-hop stuff there.
Does it give it an edge? Does it give the wine an edge?
I've got no idea.
Oh, well, remember the
It's good as Sirtico, but I'm not sure if that's
06
from the cage
harvest.
dancing or.
06 harvest,
Too much
it was
gangster
Andrew
rap in the wine.
Bocelli.
You'll have to hold the wine glass side.
That's great.
Gangsta cuvee.
That's what you listen to?
No, hell no. No,
don't dis-
you've heard eclectic, and that's pretty much me. I mean, I'm originally a jazz musician too, so it's anything from the early Blue Note era, but you can't go all day to the mellow stuff. So I work alone in the cellar, so it's whatever my mood is. Shoveling tanks, it's usually gonna be something like Mighty Mighty Boston, something upbeat, and get some bump going.
There's the
get
horn player. There's the horn player. Coming
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
So it's all over the board. Show tune.
You do know your show.
I said that with a straight face.
I know.
Well, because
I'll vouch for that.
I
When we were
still
shooting that
substitute.
episode, I asked him to do a little improv singing. A lot of show tunes started flying.
Interesting.
I still substitute. I actually sat in for Young Frankenstein on Sunday, and so that was a fun book to
nice.
play. So
So back to me. I guess right now, it's kind of up to what the guys are playing, but it's definitely always got a fabulous rhythm. Is we're hoping to build caves again. Not build caves again, but build caves for the first
what
time.
happened to the last one?
But have
Gangster
the wine
rap
on
again.
the property again. And at that point, I actually
Daydreaming
promised Jamie that we would have an amazing stereo system, and that he could definitely play Grateful Dead as much as he liked, and have a little corner where we can have a distiller. So those are the two things I promised. I'm going to make those happen.
A distiller, a guy who distills
Yes,
things
yes,
there. Not actually distilling, but
no.
you'll
Not
get
the equipment.
Marco from Charbet or somebody. He'll
got
come
nothing else
down
to do
and
with this.
make drinks for you guys. Yeah, nothing about a still
No, you
actually.
don't have
doing
it.
there.
No.
Not the piece of
No.
equipment. No.
You know what we say in my band when we're playing Grateful Dead song? We announce it. Usually there's and we say, "Oh, so you smoke pot? Right on." That's what you know what I mean. I'm not saying you smoke pot or distill.
It's like the Ziggy Marley concert I just went to. It's like, this is a non-smoking venue, and then as soon as he went on stage, it was just, I love that smell in the air. What is that perfume?